So I'm going to share a little demo. Some of you have seen this, and I really, really enjoy it. So if we were to think of ourselves as this is where I'm at right now, right? What I'm trying to demonstrate to you is how we got to this place, right? And this place being where we are not our fully sovereign self, and what we then can do to become sovereign. So I'm going to show it in a way. I'm doing it slightly differently this time, so I hope it works. So I'm going to start with this piece, though. This is kind of where we start, right? This is our self as we were born. This is the 10th piece. So this is our true, powerful, have everything that we need self, right? The tiniest bit. I'm going to set this aside for now. So what happens to us when we are born? Right after we are born, we're given a name, we're given an identity in terms of this is your citizenship, this is the country, this is your religion. All that starts happening through our attachment figures, right? These are our parents, or caregivers. So our caregivers come in and tell us who we are slowly as they start showing us first whether we are lovable and worthy based on how they are tuned to us. So this part creates our experience going forward. If our parents are, or caregivers, I'm using the two interchangeably, if they are tuned to us, in that when we cry, they come, when we're hungry, we get food, when we need to be changed, we get changed. Our nervous system gets the information that, oh, I'm alone, I'm safe. I'm not alone, I'm safe. There are people here for me. If that doesn't happen, and it doesn't happen due to a lot of reasons, not to say that our parents were bad people, but because they may have their own life struggles or their own traumas, if they were not able to attune to us, our nervous system starts getting the information that I'm alone. Like the world is not a safe place. Nobody's here for me when I need them. Now, of course, at this age, right, if you can still see this is not happening cognitively, right? Obviously, we are infants. This is happening at a visceral sense where our body is getting that message, our nervous system is getting that message. So in addition to the caregivers, what also starts happening is we have messages that we get. So by the caregiver's attunement, we are getting conditioned into beliefs about ourselves at, again, the nervous system level, where we start making sense of the world in a very conditioned way, right? So this is like the Pavlov's dog thing, that if you have something that happens routinely in the same way, we start expecting that life is that way, right? So that's what conditioning is. So we have conditioning, and then we have socialization. Now we're going into our schools, we are meeting our peers, all the other institutions of religion, and everything else comes along. And they're also telling us, oh, you're a girl. This is how you should behave. This is our religion. This is how we believe about things. So now we're beginning to form our identities in the world based on all these conditioning, socialization, and experiences that we might be having. So these are our own experiences that are teaching us, oh, if I show up this way, this is good, I'm liked. If I don't show up this way, I'm not liked. So now we start putting on masks, we start behaving in ways that we can be a certain way based on how we expect it to be rather than who we might be. As you can see, we're going away from who we were born to be to become who we think we should be. On top of that, we now start developing a value system based on all of these things that is coming our way. So I start believing in the religion that I've been indoctrinated into. I start believing in the family system that I belong to. So my values are developing. And as those values are developing, oh, I think this was the value piece, sorry. This is the belief guy. Sorry, wrong size. So as these values were developing, um, we're developing beliefs. We're developing beliefs and attitudes and expectations of how we should move around in the world. We're becoming who we are thinking we are, and we believe that about ourselves. And why I want to demonstrate this to you and why this is so important is that those beliefs are become core beliefs that are on top of this, right? So we forget who we are because we never saw that, we were never taught that. We believe what we are made to believe. And our core beliefs become embedded in our nervous system. So when we talk about beliefs, often you will hear people talk about limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs have two ways in which they show up. Limiting beliefs can show up as beliefs that we are cognitively aware of. Well, that was never my problem. In my mind, I thought I had high self-esteem. I always believed in myself. My limiting belief resided in my body. It was there since I was very young. This was right at the caregiver stage. That's when I started developing limiting beliefs encoded in my nervous system. So beliefs are not just cognitive, they're beliefs that our nervous system carries. What happens at that point? Now, beliefs have been colored by that. Then we have emotions that we start really tying ourselves, start feeling based on whatever is coming our way. We start thinking of ourselves as, oh, this is what I'm feeling, right? We start reacting. I was reactive all my life, as I've shared with you. So my emotions were the first thing to get triggered. That's how I made every damn decision in my life, was based on how I was emotionally reacting. And those emotions then led to the actions that I was then taking, which then resulted in who I became. Make sense? So why I like to share this is not only to show how we become who we become, but also to show that in order for us to reparent ourselves, because we are not here anymore, we are here, it's a process of excavation. So we have to go back. We have to take the results we are getting, who we've become, and go back to understanding, oh, these are the actions I took. Why did I take these actions? I took these actions because this is how I was feeling. And why was I feeling that way? I was feeling that way because I have been conditioned into certain things or beliefs that actually emotions are also sensations. So I acted in a certain way because I was feeling certain emotions and sensations in my body, which we may not know of or be aware of, but that's there. And so why do we react? We react because we don't want to feel the discomfort in our body, right? So the sooner I react to something, the sooner the discomfort that's happening in my body, whether I'm aware of it or not, goes away. So if someone says something, I immediately react because I don't have to sit with the discomfort of them having said something to me and sitting with it and really worrying about what that's doing to me or how it's really making me feel. I can go into my survival mode and react with equal force and now kind of feel good about it, right? My ego is engaged, and so I don't have to feel the hurt or the bad feelings that I was feeling. So we go backwards and we excavate till we come to this piece, which is really our sovereign self.